Sally Challen is still adapting to her free life. Not only is she out of prison, but for the first time she's free to decide how she lives.
Mental abuse is the most difficult thing to explain to people. I think that over the years mine was like a drip feed coming at me, and it came to a crescendo at the end. It's something that makes you question your own mind. Richard did rape me. He did drag me down the stairs and throw me out of his flat once. You don't know how to get out of it because you're so conditioned to being with that person, you can't see a life without them.
Sally met her husband Richard when she was just 15. They married, had 2 sons and were together 40 years. To the outside world, a happy family. But what people didn't see was that Sally was a victim of sustained psychological abuse, a crime now recognised as coercive control. And in August 2010, after suspecting Richard of yet another affair, she snapped.
I gave him his food and I said to him, am I going to see you tomorrow? And he said, don't question me, don't question me. And I grabbed a hammer that was in my bag and hit him. They say I hit him 18 times. I can't think that I could possibly have been capable of doing something. Something just snapped inside me. I admit that the hammer was in my bag, but I've got no recollection of putting it in there. I then covered him up and wrote a note saying, I love you, and put it on his body. I went home, and then the next day I went to Beachy Head, where I was planning to jump. And it was only the police negotiator who talked me through everything and mentioned about how my sons would be on their own, which made me come back from behind the fence.
Do you regret what you did?
Oh God, yes. I wish I could turn the clock back. He didn't deserve to die, and I'm really sorry for what happened.
Sally was sentenced to life for killing Richard, a trial she barely remembers.
By the time my trial had come up, I dropped considerably mentally, and it was just a blur. All I can really remember is being asked questions and answering, I suppose so, I suppose so. I think the main thing that I remember is my eldest son screaming at my sentence. I thought I'd die in prison. I didn't think there was any hope.
But hope came when coercive control was made a crime while Sally was behind bars. It allowed her lawyers to fight to change her case to manslaughter, ultimately leading to her release.
It was surreal, really, walking out of there. But I want to help those that are still there, who shouldn't be there. They need a voice, and I think I have to be that voice for them.
Sally wants to use her story to educate others about coercive control and highlight the importance of a proposed new law on domestic violence.
It has to happen. Otherwise, you can have the situation where you'll have more women in prison for killing. They're pushed to the brink, and it's the only way they can see that they can get out. It was right that I went to prison, but I think the charge and the conviction was wrong. Now that I say that I've come out the other side, I want to help other people fight for justice.
Charlotte Lomas, Sky News.